y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, we're cooking and cleaning here in my 1975 double-wide mobile home up in the Virginia mountains. I have a ton of chores to catch up on, and then later this evening, I'm making a delicious French onion soup for dinner. It was a very productive day here in our Fixer-Upper, so if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. Look at that, Max and Willow, always wanting to be the center of attention. They're in a happy mood today, that's for sure. Well, how are you all doing today? Are you feeling happy? I sure hope so. Well, y'all, I have a very messy mobile home to clean up today. I need to change the bedding in here and vacuum, dust, and clean the windows. Next, we're going to head outside to clean up the front porch from where Tim was cutting wood for a wall that he built. After that, I want to give my kitchen a good cleaning before making dinner. For dinner tonight, I'm making French onion soup, chicken breast, and roasted veggies. I tell you what, we got a lot to do today, so I hope you're ready for a long video. Alright, well if you're ready, it's time to get busy. Tim will be making our weekly trip to the laundromat tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and change the sheets on our bed so that he can wash the dirty bedding. We live in a home that's being renovated, so there's always dust flying around, and not to mention we have 2 dogs, one who sheds like crazy, so it's always nice to have fresh, clean bedding. went and did it, y'all. I bought a new quilt. I think this one is my favorite by far. I love the pattern, the flowers, and the colors. I really do have a quilt addiction, that's for sure. I found a quilt on Amazon in a store called James Wish. It's a beige floral embroidered king-size quilt, and I'm in love with it. I'll be sure to link it down in the description box. While I'm cleaning up the mobile home, Tim is running around looking for all the supplies he'll need to hang sheetrock in our son's room that we are currently renovating. Tim will be doing the sheetrock work in that room by himself. We hired someone to do the sheetrock work in the last 3 rooms we renovated, but this would be a small job, so Tim decided to do it instead. But that's a project for another video. Today I'm playing catch up on my chores. I've been out of commission for a couple of days. The arthritis in my knee decided to flare up, so I had to go in and get a cortisone shot. It's starting to feel a little bit better, but for a couple of days there, it was very painful to walk. So needless to say, my house got a little messy while I was down and out for the count. I'll eventually need a knee replacement as well as an ankle replacement, but hopefully I'll be able to manage for a few more years before that's necessary. On the day that Tim built the wall in our son's room, it was pouring down rain, so Tim had to cut the boards out here on the covered porch in order to stay dry. Well, now there is sawdust and scrap wood all over the porch and table, so we're going to go ahead and get it cleaned up out here. What a mess, y'all. Sawdust was everywhere. I thought it would blow away easily with the leaf blower, but the sawdust was not budging. You know how glitter sticks to everything it touches and it's hard to clean up if you spill it? Well, that's exactly how the sawdust was acting, so I had to get out the broom. But eventually it all came up. It already looks 10 times better out here. I just need to finish wiping down the table, and I want to clean the glass door. It has Max's nose prints all over it. My kitchen is filthy today, y'all. We've kept up on the dishes, but the counter, stove, and floor desperately need to be cleaned. I tell you what, it feels good to be able to get in here today to clean. It's like my mind wants to go, 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 but my body is like, nope, not today or tomorrow. It's tough when you want to be active, but your body has other plans. Arthritis is for the birds. I've had 2 cortisone shots in the past month, one in my knee and one in my ankle. My word, y'all, that shot in the ankle hurt so bad, I literally yelled right there in the doctor's office. I was so embarrassed. But the cortisone shot has worked wonders in my ankle. I just hope the one I got in the knee works just as well. I warned the knee doctor that I might be a yeller, but it turns out the knee injection doesn't hurt nearly as bad as the ankle, so thank goodness there was no more yelling, that's for sure. Well, alright y'all, I'm ready to get this kitchen cleaned up. I'm going to get started by unboxing some silverware that I picked up at Walmart. I think my old silverware must have grew legs and walked away because more than half of them are missing, so I'm very thankful to have a new set. I got the dishes put away and I washed the new silverware, so I just need to get it put away as well. I'll pack up the old silverware and take it down to our camper because we could always use more silverware there. Our camper is stored down in North Carolina on property that we own. We're actually thinking about bringing it here to the mountains though, so that way we might be able to get more use out of it. I'd love to take it camping up here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, that's for sure. Especially in October when all the trees change colors. Oh, what a sight to see. getting there, y'all. I just need to wash the drip pans for the stove. I bought some new drip pans and I think they look so nice. They're nice and clean and I'd like to try to keep them that way. I miss my glass stove that we used to have back in the townhouse. It was so easy to keep clean. I'd love to have a gas stove, but unfortunately we don't have gas here at the mobile home. I also would like to learn how to can and preserve food, and I don't think you can do that on a glass top stove, so it looks like we'll be sticking with an electric stove once we renovate the kitchen. Well, once I finish cleaning the stove, then I need to finish cleaning the counters, the fridge, freezer, and microwave. Oh, and I have some fresh flowers that I need to cut and put into a vase. I love flowers and found some fall ones at Walmart that I think will look nice here in the kitchen with all my fall decor. After I finish cleaning out the microwave, I need to sweep and mop the floor. Well, y'all, I'm almost finished here in the kitchen. I just need to mop the floor. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen, I thought I'd go fold the laundry from our last trip to the laundromat. I've been putting it off for far too long, and I would like to get it folded before our next trip to do laundry tomorrow. Oh, how I miss my new washer and dryer. When we bought them while we were living in the rental trailer, well, we had no idea that when we bought a home that we wouldn't be able to use them right away. They're sitting outside in the storage shed. Unfortunately, we don't have enough water pressure to run the washing machine, which Tim plans to address when ready to start working on the plumbing part of the renovation process. He plans to install a pressure tank, which will hopefully increase the pressure coming out of the faucets, which will then be enough water to run not only the washing machine, but also a dishwasher. In the meantime, we make weekly trips to the laundromat, where we do approximately 15 loads of laundry all in one day. Once I finish with the laundry, then it will be time to get dinner started. I'm making French onion soup. I love French onion soup, especially from the City Tavern back in Northern Virginia. They make the best French onion, and I haven't found anyone who makes it just as good. Oh, how I wish I knew their recipe. Well, since I don't, I'm making it my goal to try out as many French onion soup recipes as I can until I find one that reminds me of the City Tavern. The house is mostly clean, so now it's time to get dinner started. Not everyone likes French onion soup as much as I do, so tonight I'll also be making chicken breasts as well as roasted Brussels sprouts and carrot. I'm going to get everything prepped before I start cooking, which means I need to cut up 4 pounds of onions, slice the Brussels sprouts in half, and prepare the chicken breasts. really expected all those onions to have made me cry, but there were no tears today, thank goodness. Well, now that the chicken is all prepped, then I'll go ahead and season it and set it aside for the moment. I want to start caramelizing the onions a bit before I cook the chicken and roasted vegetables. That way, hopefully it will all finish cooking all around the same time. Alright y'all, I'm finally ready to start cooking. The first step in making French onion soup is to caramelize the onions, and to do that I've melted a stick of butter in the pan. I'll add the onions and cook them in the butter. I'll allow the onions to cook for about 30 minutes or until the onions have softened and are transparent. While the onions were caramelizing, I washed up my dirty dishes, so I'll be drying them and putting them away. The recipe for French onion soup calls for a Gruyere cheese, but I couldn't find any at my local Walmart, so I'm using Swiss cheese instead. I'm going to go ahead and get it shredded up, and by then the onions should be softened and transparent. So the next step in making French onion soup is to salt the onions. After adding the salt and turning up the heat a bit, the onions will cook for a further 20 to 30 minutes. Once the onions have reached a deep golden caramelized color and are sweet, then they're ready to go, and then we'll be able to make the French onion soup. While the onions are caramelizing, I'm going to go ahead and saute the chicken breast. I seasoned the chicken with salt, pepper, garlic powder, rosemary, and thyme. I'll saute the chicken in a little olive oil until they are golden brown on both sides and are cooked through. I went ahead and popped the veggies in the oven at the same time I started sauteing. For the veggies, I just drizzled a little olive oil over the Brussels sprouts and carrots, and I seasoned them with salt and pepper. They will roast in a 400-degree oven until the carrots are softened and the Brussels sprouts are crispy. Okay, well now that I've made the soup, it will need to simmer for another 30 minutes, and that should give the veggies enough time to finish roasting. I suppose I could have waited a little longer before I cooked the chicken though, because now the chicken is already finished cooking. I'm now going to go ahead and make the cheesy toast that will top the soup. I sliced a French baguette into round slices, and the first step will be to toast the bread. I'll then top the bread with the Swiss cheese, and then back into the oven it will go until the cheese is melted. Dinner is coming right along, y'all, and I can't wait. The soup is all ready. I just need to finish toasting the cheese bread that I'll be topping the soup with. Dinner is ready, y'all, and I can't wait to dig in. That soup looks delicious, but will it be as good as the city tavern? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, y'all, I'd have to say this French onion soup recipe tastes very good, but it's still not as good as my favorite French onion soup from the city tavern. Looks like I'm still on a quest to find the best French onion soup recipe out there. Alright, y'all, that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm just happy that my knee was feeling better and I was able to get up and clean the house a bit and to make a delicious dinner for my family. Well, I really hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye, y'all.